Right, I ain't forgot.
Oh yeah, I see y'all jamming to the music. We gonna listen to this for a second, man.
For sure.
This is Saturday. This is the United States. This is DFW. We got Kentucky in the house, man. We got North Carolina, South Carolina. We got Georgia. We got a powerful panel here. Listen to some of this music for a minute. Here we come.
Cassandra, I see you.
That's right.
Honey. Top and bottom dance partner.
Y'all are fun today. It's hot.
And me and Tracy, wildflowers.
That's a shame. Come on, Missy. Come on, then. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. Come on, Camille. You gotta join the party too, Camille.
I can't sing, but I can do the backup dances.
Basically. Come on, Tracy.
You was dancing all the night. I heard you singing too. At the party. I saw it on Facebook.
Uh-huh. Oh, let me share this out too. Come on then. I heard that.
Hold on, y'all. We got a few more things going on. A little technical like sometimes, so just hold on.
Oh, we jamming over here. We good.
I'm just having a few glitches here. It looks like it's getting some glitches, so I got the team coming in to fix it. So y'all just relax for a minute. Hey, y'all, we're getting ready to see what it's working right now. I see some glitchy stuff, but let's see what we can do. Full speed ahead. Thank you for tuning in to Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Here we go.
Welcome to the Small Business Network Show. Dr. James, small business show. Yeah, yeah, welcome to the Small Business Network show. Welcome to Dr. James' Small Business Show. Yeah, yeah,
How sweet it is. We are in the house with a powerful group today. We got co-host Sean A. White in the house. We got entrepreneurial experts, Miss Petrania Belmar and Miss Tracy. How you doing, Miss Tracy? How you doing, Miss P? How you doing, Sean A? And we got our professor, Miss Cassandra Pickett in the house. How you guys doing on this fine day?
Hello, doing well.
Oh, great, great.
That's what I'm talking about. Look like on social media things look smooth, but on my screen it looks glitchy. So I guess we'll be all right. On my screen it looks a little different, but on social media it's kind of looking just fine. So I guess we can full speed ahead. How's the weather out there in Carolinas?
Oh, it's okay. It's gonna rain a little bit. Well, it's been raining since last night, so the sun is peeking out, and this is a good day, good weekend. So we're gonna have some fun.
Okay, and we got two Kentuckys in this house. So how's the weather out in Kentucky, Miss Tracy?
It's beautiful today. Likewise, it's been raining this week, but it is an absolutely gorgeous day today.
That's what I'm talking about. Gorgeous day. What about Georgia, Sean? Hey, tell me about Georgia.
Yeah, just like in the Carolinas, it's nice, but it's been raining the last couple of days off and on, but still a glorious day nevertheless.
That's what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, well, out here it looks pretty good. It was sunny, got a little cloudy, but sunny, cloudy. But I kind of like the cloudy because it makes it a little cooler. So I think that's like a good thing, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So let's start with I know Sean A that you got some questions for Miss P. So let's make it work.
Indeed, indeed. And so let's jump into our first topic here, which is going to be Kentucky. This is going to be good. What is Kentucky known for besides from fried chicken?
You and Mr. Colonel Sanders. Yes, most people know that KFC Colonel Sanders was bred right here in the state of Kentucky, and now his daughter Claudia also has a restaurant. Right, not too far from where I live, Claudia Sanders Restaurant, and it's still up and booming and doing well. But Kentucky is also known for quite a few other things as well. We're going to get into the people that were from here, but um, the Tesla cars are manufactured here, right here in Kentucky, not too far from where I live as well. Kentucky is also known for a bourbon trail. There are a lot of people that are into bourbon and the brown liquors and such. I'm not a fan of that, but Kentucky is very well known for its bourbon trails. The Kentucky Derby, come on now, Churchill Downs, first Saturday in May. Louisville, Kentucky itself be on and popping. And famous people come in from all over the world and country, not just the United States, but there are people that also come here from abroad. A lot of people leave Louisville and rent their houses out so that people have a place to stay while they're here. Um, Basketball. Come on, U of L, UK, national champs. Come on now, go Cards. I ain't gonna talk about the blue team, but anyway, I'm the red and black. Um, what else? Bluegrass music. And y'all, Kentucky is known as a bluegrass state. Our grass is not blue. Our grass is not blue, but it's more of a music type of culture that is known for. But those are just a few things that Kentucky's known for.
Interesting. And why is it considered as a popular state? I believe that you mentioned a few things, but maybe you can
Yeah,
expand it.
yeah. For those reasons, we have several seasons that are filled with culture events here. We have various types of festivals here to meet everybody's needs. We just got done with two of the nation's biggest um, concerts that are held right here in the city of Louisville, Kentucky, that just got finished last week. Two of them and one of them the week before, and I heard on the news that they're going to flip weeks next year so that one don't outsell the other. Because if you spend your money on one, you don't want to come back for another. We have art centers as well here. There's a lot of culture just right here in the city of Louisville, Kentucky, where Tracy and I both are from.
Interesting. Wow, thank you for sharing that. Any famous people from the state of Kentucky?
I got several, and somebody on here by the name of Sean A. White keep hollering about Kentucky Fried Chicken, Colonel Sanders. That would be number one. But what about Loretta Lynn?
Mm.
Coal miner's daughter. Yes. When in her song she come talking about being from Butcher Holler, okay, and she says
Mm.
holler, but it's actually Butcher Hollow, and it's right in Johnson County, Kentucky. I learned that myself because I thought she was from Nashville area or Tennessee. The founder of Mother's Day, I think I had mentioned this before. Her name is Anna Jarvis. Back in 1908, she was the original founder of what we now know today as Mother's Day.
Mm.
And I don't know about y'all, but I know that y'all should know. When you know, Muhammad Ali. Come on now, Muhammad Ali. His house is still here in the they got it memorialized and stuff right here in the city of Louisville, Kentucky as well. He has a museum as well right here in the city of Louisville, Kentucky. As far as presidents, Abraham Lincoln, Jefferson Davis, they're both from the state of Kentucky as well. But those are just a few.
Wow, wow, that is incredible. Definitely thank you for sharing that information. Miss P, let's go ahead and jump into one of my favorite topics, entrepreneur. I'm curious, what inspired Miss P to become an entrepreneur?
Speaking of which, Sean A is going through my programming today first because I'm actually down here in Parkland Day, right here in Louisville, at a vendor event. Well, actually, it's a community event, and I have a booth set up here along with some of my teammates. Um, of showcasing one of the entrepreneur businesses that I am involved in. So I'm going to have to get off of here shortly and get back to business. But my parents have instilled business in me since I was in middle school. And I don't know if y'all remember, like, or it still probably does exist because I graduated high school in '77, but like 4-H club and those type of things, I was involved in those things, and we had to come up with business plans, and all this is part of that. My parents were highly involved in side hustles, businesses, and that sort of thing. So it was instilled in me. I saw it. I just can't help it. I just can't help it. Now my husband, on the other hand, we're both retired. He wants me to be retired, but I cannot sit still because I have all these ideas in my head. I have a 16-year-old granddaughter. When we're riding together in the car, she's the same way. She's like, Granny, what do you think about me doing this business? Granny, what do you think about starting this business? So I really believe that that is an inherited type of thing because it has moved on even to her. My son, same way. My daughters are involved with me with our It Works business. It is in my blood.
Amen to that. Amen to that. I can pretty much relate to that as well. So, man, so many stories around that. But what other type of ventures are you a part of right now, or that you currently do?
SBN, come on now, the Small
Right on.
Business Network. I am also an ambassador with NBC's list with through the SBN as well, which is a combination of a Craigslist and an Angie's List, but on our own level, and it's a little bit expands more than those two businesses as well. I am a independent distributor for It Works, which is a health and wellness business. I am an independent travel advisor through IntelliTravel. I am a gospel recording artist, and I do sing locally. I am an ordained minister. I preach, I teach, I do women's ministry. I'm involved in quite a bit.
So, with all that being said, Superwoman, how do you manage all your businesses? Like, how do you do it? What is your superpower?
Lord Jesus, and seriously, when I said that, that was just not a pun. Lord Jesus, for real. He's the one that helps me through this, gives me strength through this. Commissioner knows that I don't try to shut down. My body shuts down early. And early to me is like between 8:30 and 9, and sometimes I have to make myself stay up beyond that. But I wake up 2:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, with things on my mind that I have to. I literally have a notepad by my bed and pen and my phone, and my phone has a notepad on it too, so when ideas come to my head and when music even comes to my head, I can record it or I can write it down. So I have to have pencil and pen or notepad or phone or something at hand. A lot of times when people get in touch with me, they wonder why I respond so quickly, because literally my phone is in my hand or very nearby. Calendar. Some people don't believe in keeping calendars. I function by my calendar. And it's not that if it's not on my calendar, I cannot do it, but my calendar is a guideline for my day. And those are just a few of the things that I do to help me manage my businesses. I set aside certain days to do certain things. Like my Mondays, I have 3 webinars that I have to do, so I can only do those things on that day. Not only do them, but those are the things I concentrate on those days. But and it's all set up and managed by my calendar. Seriously, calendars to me are important. I think
Mm,
Sister Cassandra can attest to that as well.
got it, got it, got it. Let's go ahead and jump to your third topic since that you had to get back to your event. Assistant CEO. This is cool. Miss P, what experiences have you been since being in the position?
Well, thanks to you and Commissioner seeing that in me. And once again, when I was in the workforce, I'm retired now, but when I was in the workforce, I did physical therapy for a living. I would try my best to go into a job environment and just work at doing physical therapy and just do paperwork and just come home. But every single job I was on, people saw management in me, and I'm assuming that that's what you, a commissioner, has saw as well. So since I have been in that position, I have learned quite a bit, and I know I'm going into the other questions as well. But I appreciate that you two have seen the vision to see me to be a help. I want to be a help to you guys in helping this business to expand.
Very good. And what experiences have you actually learned as well?
Well, I have had the opportunity to meet so many other people within the Small Business Network, to bring people on into the Small Business Network as well. I have had the opportunity to train others. After you all have trained me, I was able to share those same experiences with others.
Awesome, awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been amazing, and we're going to go ahead and keep this train going. Which first thing we're going to take this quick commercial break, and then next up we're going to have the professor herself, Miss Cassandra Pickett, with her topic. So don't go away. We'll be right back.
Bye.
All right.
Have a great day.
Hello, how are you? I am Dr. James, founder and CEO of MBC Global Enterprises and founder and CEO of MBC's List. I want to talk to my partners and my future partners. Well, if you're on the platform of NBC's List or getting ready to get on the platform, I want you to get the NBC's List debit card
which I either have already sent you what it looks like, or I'll be sending it to you. The MBC's List debit card, so money can be sent seamlessly. Also, I've sent, or I'm going to send, the debit card for the List group. The List. I want you to get that debit card. So again, money and funds can be sent seamlessly and easily. So hope you guys have a great day. I'm looking forward to growing and prospering. God bless you.
Fishbowl Radio Network. US. I take these journeys, they tear my system down. Tried so hard to keep you out. I went crazy by myself, crying alone. Anxiety, it keeps me on the edge, close to jumping off this ledge. I sip perp to clear my head since you've been gone. These knees, they tear my system down. Tried so hard to keep you out. I went crazy by myself, crying alone. Spaced out, staring at the ceiling, talk to my demons. That's for a reason why I feel the way I'm feeling. If I'm the one who cheated on the sex without no meaning, I like to keep her heart safe from my start beating. Now I try so hard to stay medicated so I don't have to face the wrong I've done. I take these energies, they turn my system down. Try so hard to keep you out. I went crazy by myself, crying alone. Anxiety, it keeps me on the edge, close to jumping off this ledge. I sip hard to clear my head since you've been gone. These eyes, they tear my system down. Try so hard to keep you out. I went crazy by myself, crying alone. Anxiety, it keeps me on the edge, close to jumping off this ledge. I sip hard to clear my head since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. Now I try so hard to stay medicated so I don't have to face the wrong I've done to you.
Full speed ahead. We are back in the house. I know Sean A. White is ready to move forward. I know he got another great information from another great special person, Miss Pickett. Come on, Sean A. Hit it.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome once again here Professor Cassandra S. Pickett. And she's about to bring her
Hello.
beautiful expertise. Professor, this is going to be a two-part question, okay? So,
Yes.
the first thing, and please just let our audience know, tell us what we don't know about the Cassandra S. Pickett, and then tell us what you want to improve with the Cassandra S. Pickett. Take it
Or can
away.
I say something fun? Can it be something fun?
Absolutely.
So, go ahead.
Well, I absolutely love the James Bond franchise. I thought about this. I absolutely love James Bond franchise. And I'm a fan of them. I go back and watch those movies, and I can watch it every day, all day, back into the 60s, up until now.
Well,
Um,
wait. Kind of before you keep going, can I say, because I
yes.
forgot to say this when we came back, this show is sponsored by Blu Element Properties, founder Cassandra Pickett. with co-host, of course, Sean White, business consultant Petrania Belmar, and entrepreneur expert Tracy Bradley. So yes, this show is brought to you by Blu Element Properties founder Cassandra S. Pickett. Now,
Thank you so much.
start over.
Yes. Woo,
Yeah.
woo, 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 woo. Woo. Yes.
Nice. Nice. Carry
Start
on.
over now. Start over.
Hey,
Start
I
with
mean,
James Bond.
it's just so many things. I just love James Bond, and I mean, I absolutely just love that franchise. And I was hoping I can't pronounce the gentleman's name, the Idris.
Idris
Uh,
Elba.
that's it. I was hoping that he was going to be the next James Bond, but he's not because I wanted to see a piece of chocolate, but he's not. So we'll leave it where it is. So that's just to kind of break the monotony a little bit, just having a little fun.
For sure.
Yes. The things that, it's always you can improve on. And for we're going into the next year, which we only have a good, what, 2-3 months now. um, I am really working on being productive, not having time wasters, not being around people who have low vibration that zap your energy. And I've really been working on those things, especially this month. Um, this is, tomorrow's my birthday. I want y'all to know that. Thank you. I'll be 27, but that was a
Yeah.
side note.
Birthday. Happy
Yes,
birthday.
happy birthday,
Thank
Professor.
you. But just getting rid of those time wasters, being able to put things where they need to be. Dr. James is very, very meticulous when it comes to those things, and he teaches very well about putting things in their proper perspective, their proper places, how to do business. And I'm just so in awe of being here. And as Patrona has said earlier, being able to glean and learn from this place of small business network and being able to teach others. But the most important thing is really being productive and taking massive imperfect action.
I love it. That's what I'm talking about. Man, Miss Cassandra is spitting it out, right?
Absolutely.
Indeed.
She's
Can I-
spitting it out, spitting it out. All right, well, let's slide on in. Thank you for that, Miss
Thank
Cassandra.
you.
Let me slide on to Mr. Sean A. Sean A., I know you got something for us the month of October. What's new?
Yeah, so what's new with the month of October? A lot of other things. Well, for one, there's going to be higher learning that's going to be implemented. And it's a term in which an idea that was presented to me called polymath. That's a next kind of learning, but it's something that's so intriguing and so exciting. And I believe, based upon my personality or who I am as a person, as well as an entrepreneur, that pretty much it's really like a marriage made in heaven, so to speak. And so I look at this as a modality, I guess, if you will, but it's a whole lot more than that. So I don't want to get into the full details, but just know this, that once you become a polymath, it really changes things in terms of your thinking, how the way you go about doing things, implementation, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, fill in the blanks. Also, in addition as well, there's going to be a few summits that I'm going to be attending for the month of October. Here in Atlanta, Georgia. The first one is going to be held by Dr. Patricia Rogers, Entrepreneurs Living the Dream. That's going to be a networking event, and also by the gentleman here, Javon Watson. I don't know if he's still on here, but he's going to be having something called Stop the Madness Summit. So that's going to be another great networking event. And so basically, it's really all about finishing the fourth quarter strong. And I'm just very excited for the month of October and what it has in store, on top of everything else that we have going on as an organization, and even as far as my own individual businesses as well. So October, here we come.
October, here we come. Here we come. I love it. So, what can people? Well, obviously, you may have went over what can we expect. So, did you already go over that, or you got more
Oh no, what can people expect for the month of October is growth. Period.
growth? Okay, I love it. I love it. So, uh, message units. in hypnotherapy, how does that work to your advantage?
So let me go ahead and give you a little context what I mean by message units. Message units is more so of what we experience every single day. It is been proven, and you can go ahead and do your research on this, that we acquire about 144,000 message units a day. Now, that is a lot on a daily basis, and Commish can probably validate that as well. So, how's that work in terms of hypnotherapy? Because of the fact that when you're in session, you're already at a certain heightened state in terms of anxiety. Number one, as far as with your presenting issue. Number two, for the fact that we're going over certain pertinent information, questions in which that I may be asking you. All right. It's all built towards getting as much information as possible. So with that, you have your presenting issue. You also have the questions that I'm asking you and you're answering back, and with the emotions attached to that. So the way that it works when it comes to that is that my whole goal is number one is to get you into a relaxed state. It may be times where I may have you stand up for a second, or I may have you sit a certain kind of way. I may have you move back. I'm doing that in such a way because I need to bring up your anxiety level up to its highest point. So when we're going through my session and when you're going into hypnosis, my goal is to bring you down to a relaxed state. So once that you're at a relaxed state, then that's when the process begins because it's all about implementing suggestions in which that you feel comfortable with. And so the message units, it actually works hand in hand with a few other different techniques that I implement. But message units is very important in hypnosis or hypnotherapy.
That's what I'm talking about. So, are you able to elaborate on what is a message unit, or did you touch on the whole thing?
A message unit would be exactly as far as for what's happening right now. When you are focusing and paying attention as far as to our show and you're gathering this information and you're processing and asking yourself logically from a conscious standpoint of the information that you're gathering, is it valid? Is it worth me still even being on here? Does it make sense? Why is it so important to me? Those are messages that's happening right about now. But because subconsciously we don't think about that because it's just coming in so rapidly and so fast. So it's one of the things, Commissioner, in which you always talk about that if we didn't have a subconscious mind and all those message units were planted into our conscious mind, it would be impossible. Our brains would either explode or we would just drop dead right then and there because there's no way possible that we can handle that. I hope that makes sense.
Absolutely, makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. All right, but what we're gonna do now, we're gonna get ready to slide over to Miss Tracy. Now, before that, y'all take a look at my shirt. I'm wearing another one of my shirts. See what it say? MBC Global Enterprises. That's my flagship company. Founder, CEO. You know, I like to wear my shirts sometimes. A lot of times I wear
Nice.
suits and vests and all that stuff, but on occasion I put on my shirts. So today
Nice.
I
Teal
got
green.
a shirt. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Had
Thank
to
you.
wear it. So I had to let y'all know once I wear it. Okay.
Cool.
How you doing, Miss Tracy? Are you having fun?
I am having a great time.
Well, we want to talk about events now. So, what
Okay.
events do you have scheduled?
Well, we are now moving into the fall season, as you know, and so Trey's Family Funhouse is coming out of the summer season. So the pool is now covered and closed, but the funhouse is still open for fall events. So we now have our 10 by 30 foot party tent up, and that is filled with tables and chairs and string lights and greenery. We have our DJ set up. When the temperature drops, we'll have heaters inside. And so now we're moving into theme parties. So the fall season is filled with theme parties. The first one is the boots on the ground. We all know that that's really popular right now with the country western attire and the line dancers, the cowboy hats and boots. And so that's our first event is the Boots on the Ground event. And we also have a 84-foot inflatable movie screen,
Wow.
and that's going to be used for the NFL game. So Sunday night, Monday night football, come on to the party tent, and
Wow.
you know you can eat, drink, and watch your favorite team on the screen. We've got costume parties booked for the Halloween season at the end of October. And then going into the Thanksgiving season, we have the Friendsgiving, which is really popular now, where friends get together and celebrate the Thanksgiving season with food and everything. So we have a lot of different events scheduled, and I'm just excited and ready to host the city of Louisville and all those fun events.
So what are you doing at those events?
Well, it depends on the person, what they want when they come. So, for instance, for the Boots on the Ground, of course, it's basically a dance party. So we have a DJ, Trace Family Funhouse house DJ is DJ Nifty. So he plays all of our line dancing and everything. And so we just have it's basically food, fun, and dance. So the menu, I guess, is a Western type of menu, you know, pulled pork, that kind of thing, corn on the cob. So it's just food and fun. For the game nights, for the NFL game night, same thing. It's just, you know, what they would do at a game, right? They tailgate, they eat, and then they watch the game. So it's basically whatever the customer wants when they decide what theme they want to have for their event.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it too. So, Miss
Nice.
Tracy, let's get into Ladies' Day. What do you do for Ladies' Day? I am very curious.
Well, you know, if you've never been to an all ladies event, it's basically, and the professor can attest to this, I'm sure. We like to eat, we like to laugh, we like to relax. So anytime I host a ladies event, that's exactly what we do. So we have games and prizes. Everybody knows if they come to one of Tracy's ladies events, there will be games and prizes. There will be delicious food. There will be tasty cocktails, music, and lots of fun and laughing. So the idea is just to let your hair down, right? Leave the kids and the husbands and the work and career and all
Yes.
that at the door, right? And just come in and just take a load off and enjoy yourself and enjoy the company of other like-minded women as well. So we have a really good time.
That's a beautiful concept as well, most certainly. And I want to ask you, Tracy, and be completely honest, who comes up with the best ideas?
Well, I would have to be honest and say that would be me. But I do have a partner that when I do plan most of my events, my sister friend Maya, she helps me out a lot. And with getting together, you know, the different dishes and different gift bags and things like that. But I have to say that I am the hostess with the mostest when it comes to planning activities and games and trivia and things like that. So I love it. I love it.
Beautiful. Yes. And you know what? If I would win that thought any other way, yeah, you're definitely supposed to claim that and say me. Absolutely. But let's get into a topic now that I know for like probably like the past 5 or 10 or 20 years or so has been very, very important. It's health. So Tracy, what do
Hold on
you
just for a
oh,
minute. Just before you do that, let's take this quick commercial break and get her on this topic right after this.
you got it.
All right.
All right.
Hello, everyone. I am Dr. James, host of Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Broadcasting live each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. from Fishbowl Radio Network Studios at Globe Life Park in Arlington, Texas. Log on to hear us talk about and feature small businesses and the life of a small business, the struggles, the triumphs, the daily operation, the grind of starting and running a small business. So be sure to log on each week on Saturday at 1 p.m. to catch Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. Let's jump in.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sean White, and I'm the founder and creator of Transformation Greatness, in which that is all about motivating, encouraging, and inspiring the masses. And as being a speaker, a coach, and also a hypnotherapist, I love as far as to help others and show them that there is a greater way of living and find a greater sense of purpose. And I want to ask you during this time, what is your purpose? What do you feel is necessary as far as to get to the next level? Maybe you're struggling as far as with confidence, maybe self-esteem, maybe the fear of public speaking, maybe as far as that people have told you as far as in the past that you weren't worthy or good enough. By working with me, ladies and gentlemen, we will be able to uncover and unlock as far as that key element that is holding you back. And I would just love, as far as go on a journey with you, to create any insights, aha moments, and any breakthroughs. So if that's something in which that you can identify or even resonate with, we'd love for you to go ahead and book a consultation with me. And let's go ahead on this journey together and see as far as what it looks like. For more information, please reach out to me at area code 770-744-7213. Also, you can reach out to me on all the social media handles. On Facebook, I go as Sean White. On Instagram, I go under Mr._Politic35. And on TikTok and LinkedIn, I go by my name as well, Sean White. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, if anything in which I stated either resonated, motivated, or inspired you, by all means, please feel free to reach out to me. Until then, look forward to our next adventure.
How sweet it is. We are back after that break. And I wanted to say, I know that you guys are not kind of paying attention. So I'm going to let you know, Miss Trace, I sent you a text saying to send me, not now, but just when you get a chance, send me a 2-minute or less video from YouTube that I can play on the show as a commercial on your next show. So you send me that. I do that for people that are on the show. So it doesn't matter what you're talking about. Obviously, if you want to talk about your business or whatever you want to talk about, it can be as less as 50 seconds, but it can be as long as 2 minutes, just whatever you want. And I sent that to others as well. So, okay, Sean White, get back on it, brother. Get back on it.
Absolutely. So we were talking about health, which is a very important topic, I would say within the last 20-25 years. And so, Ms. Tracy, I'm curious, in terms of health, what do you do for your health?
Well, I believe health is a holistic term, so it's not just body, but mind, body, and spirit. And for me, my day begins with prayer. My day, when I awake and take my first breath, the first thing I think of is God and thanking Him for another day. And so I
Amen.
believe that my spiritual health is most important. So with that, in terms of making sure that my spiritual health is intact, I pray, I read my Bible, I meditate, I journal, I worship. I'm very, very active in my church home and serve in several different capacities there. And I just believe in giving back to anybody in need, really, in different ways. So spiritual health for me is most important. And then emotional health, right? Making sure that I try to stay in a peaceful state in managing stress, right? Anything that would disturb that, I try to notice that right away and then combat that with prayer as well, prayer, reading the Bible. And then as far as my physical health, I try to, eat healthy like most people do, right? Including fruits and vegetables and proteins and all of that, drinking plenty of water, making sure, that I get 7 to 8 hours of sleep, even now that I'm retired. So I don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. anymore. But I still try to make sure, that I get a good night's rest. And then as far as physical activity, Trey's Family Funhouse is outside. It's an outdoor venue. So there's always work to be done. So I'm always moving, whether it's, pulling weeds or cleaning the pool or, moving furniture around or whatever. So for me, health is holistic. It's mind, body, and spirit. And so I believe when all of those things are in place, that you will be a healthy person.
Indeed. And what would you like to improve on?
At this age, and I'm not gonna say, I'm just gonna say I'm a retired age. So at this age, it's really just about maintaining and building muscle mass, right? We know that the older we get, that we tend to lose muscle mass and bone density. So right now, that's the most important thing to me.
Got it, got it, got it. Awesome, awesome.
Well, I know you got something for me, Sean A, because I guess I'm next.
Yes, sir. So, Commish, let's go ahead and talk about what I was mentioning earlier. Polymath. What is a polymath, Commish?
All right. So for anybody that does not know, you can Google it. And I'm not going to give you the full answer because it's a lot. So I'll give you a broad subject. It's typically, in your next question, I'll be able to explain how did I know this. It came from someone else. But a person that masters a lot of different disciplines, a lot of different skills, in a lot of different fields, that more importantly intertwines them and interconnects them to come up with solutions and answers for other topics or for your own topic or for other people that you're helping. And so it normally takes mastery of these kind of different things, not just you like it for about a year or two or nothing like that. It requires mastery. It's each field, and I know some of you know everything I do. The new people, Miss Tracy, don't know everything I do. She know a piece of what I do, but let's just say I do 40 to 50 things, and you probably know about 5 of them. But during this journey, I'll explain more of those things during this 26, 27-year journey that I have been on. But mastering certain fields, mastering certain skills, but mainly because a lot of people can do that, but to be able to interconnect them like a lifeline, to be able to cross them together, to be able to come up with answers and for solutions, and to come up with brand new stuff. Like I've come up with brand new technology and systems and stuff like that that comes from that. And of course, I didn't realize I was doing it in my 20s and 30s. So I guess that sets up this next question, right?
Yeah. So, with that being said, Commish, how or when did you know that you were a polymath?
Well, about 6, 7 years ago, I remember this professor, this college professor, actually, he said, and me and him been friends kind of for a minute, and he said, "Man, you're a polymath," and I'm like, "What is that?" And then he explained. He said, "Just go Google it and read on it." So I spent really 3 or 4 hours reading, I was like, you know what, this is me to a T. And once I understood that was me, then I started doing the things that is required to sharpen my brain power, so to speak, the exercises and the study that's needed to maintain that level. But I didn't realize what that word meant back then. He said, "Man, you're a polymath. You're doing so many things, but you're doing them at level that I haven't seen people do a bunch of stuff." Then he started naming stuff, and then he started naming some of the people that do it. And I'm like, I didn't know anything about it. So I said, I'm going to research, and I did the research. It hit me as everything sounded like what I do. Because I used to wonder, like, back when I first started that, I would have even millionaire people say, "Why don't you focus on one thing, one thing, one thing?" And then when they would say that, I would try to do it. I didn't like doing it. I would rather be like Walmart. But I thought I was doing wrong. I thought I was just going against the grain. And yeah, billionaires do sometimes one niche or multiple niches, but the point is I never wanted to do one thing or two things. I always had a desire back then to be more like Walmart. So I just wanted to keep going. So I always thought I was just going against the grain, that I still wasn't quite doing what I probably should do, but I just want to keep going. And then I would just keep learning stuff that sometimes was out of the spectrum of even me going to college. College stuff is great, and sometimes I would learn stuff that goes with what I'm trying to do in business. But sometimes I would just learn stuff that had nothing to do with certain things, but maybe an aura of it. An example: a couple of years ago, my daughter, she's taking a biology course now. So I'm going to say this: my next daughter, she was in a room, and I saw her biology book about 6 months ago. Because the other daughter is 2 years ago, so I won't go 2 years ago. But this one, she had a biology book. I said, "Do you mind if I hold it for a minute?" So I got it around 10, and I was reading it and writing notes up to 2:30 into the morning. Those are things that I do frequently. Meaning, Sean White really can attest. I'll text him sometime that night, and he'll see in the morning. I text him at 5 in the morning and say, "Hey, I'm doing blah blah blah." So my daughter said, "Why are you studying this? Are you trying to?" Even though some of the things I do in biology goes with science, but still, I said, no, I just want to know more. And so she say, well, is it going to help you? I say, I don't know. I'm just curious. So I would I read as much as I could, got 4 or 5 pages of notes front and back just to know. And so I didn't, but I understand, back then in my 20s and 30s when I was doing that, I thought I was sidetracking myself. I'm like, well, why I don't want to learn this other stuff? Not realizing what I was and why I do that. And so I thought I was sometimes going in too many different directions, but come to find out that's what the difference is. If you put a genius on the side of a polymath, they're equal. It doesn't mean one is better than the other. Genius is a genius. If you're a genius, you're a genius. You can be a genius with one thing and be Oprah Winfrey. She's a genius, right? So it's nothing different. But the difference is a polymath in our real world time would be a Elon Musk. He does different things in different fields. And when the college professor told me he was one of them, I started researching that and I started understanding, oh, I see. And so I'm able to, even now, every day or every other day, I do exercises and techniques that sharpen me in that way, that allows me to see things differently than most people, as far as seeing it in a straight line of what they're doing and maybe multitasking a few things. I see things differently, and it's hard to explain on this phone right now, but I tried to explain some of it with Sean White yesterday, and it took a minute, so I told him to go ahead and research himself. And when Sean White did his research this morning, he told me a lot of stuff. So I know Miss Cassandra asked me some questions on that, during our meeting. So I don't know if you did it, Miss Cassandra, yet, but did you get a chance to do any research?
No, I didn't, but I was just always thinking that you're a genius anyway, so it didn't matter.
Thank you. Well, I'll tell you kind of what Sean had said as well. So, Miss Tracy, you're getting a little more inside track of me. If we can ever get a chance to talk a little more, sometimes I would love to throw stuff out there. I actually used some things in my mind on Miss Elaine King yesterday, and I think she really liked it. So I'll explain that as we get the chance to talk a little more during your business journey.
Sounds great. Looking forward to it.
Yes. Having said that, Miss Cassandra, would you like to end this with anything else? We went a little over time, but it's okay. I wanted to explain. So, Miss Cassandra, is there anything else that you'd like to let the world know about you and or Blue Element Properties or what you're trying to do?
With your real estate needs, please reach out to me with Blue Element Properties. Thank you for sponsoring us on today. And as always, y'all get in the rooms, network, meet people that you've never met before, such as the Small Business Network. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for tuning in to Dr. James McConnell's The Small Business Network. We'll see you next week.
Welcome to the Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James Small Business Show. Yeah, yeah, welcome to the small business network show. Welcome to Dr. James' Small Business Show. Yeah, yeah, welcome to the Small Business Network Show. Welcome to Dr. James' Small Business Show. Yeah, yeah, yeah.